Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back.
So...
Sora! Donald! Goofy!
But yeah, so Death Stranded is fairly interesting. I don't know, I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard one guy who said that like, he was like, people say it's slow to get interesting, but he's like, well, I found the whole thing kind of interesting, because as you're going through, you're getting new, like, equipment.
Tidbits of information
and, like,
and such.
Yeah, he's like, you're building, like, more and more shit. Like, you're, like, as you're delivering these packages, you're getting more money, which then buys more upgrades to carry more stuff and to build ladders and to make it easier to traverse the world and stuff. So he's like, there's constant progression happening. There's just not constant story happening in the beginning.
Yeah, so you're always, like, a conflict. You're always gaining something.
Yeah.
It's not like this where I'm just whacking myself against an enemy.
That's not true, Derek. You're always gaining 1 XP. I know because I keep seeing 1 XP pop up on the screen as you whack things.
Did you love that? I don't remember who it was. I think it was, So this is basically Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And he's just like, and then you do things like this, where you mash 1 button, and then you progress into mashing 2 buttons!
Yeah, right. So true, though. Dude, this is basically
99
genius.
puppies were lost to the chaos of the world destructions.
Wait.
Find them in various worlds. This is how we unlock our secret ending.
Cool.
I have to get every single one of these.
Well, get them. Get all of them, Derek. I like this room. I'm hoping that, like, this room actually fills up the 99 puppies as you get them.
I believe so.
Because if not, this is just a huge disappointment. Oh my god, this house never ends. Ah, there's the end. It's like, Jesus, how many rooms are there? I'm assuming that's where all the puppies go, is across those 4 rooms, because if they put all 99 puppies in one room, I have a strong feeling the game would lag like a motherfucker.
No, the
Especially for the PS2.
Dude, the PS2 had the greatest hardware ever.
Yeah, dude, it was the most powerful console of its generation. Cough, cough, not a lie, maybe. It's the weakest of the... It was the fucking weakest. It wasn't even close.
That was the best thing ever.
Wasn't even close.
I guess they have the specs for the PlayStation 5 out.
Yeah.
And people are like, the new Xbox is gonna be so much better! And I'm just like, I don't care.
That's not true. That's normally not what they say. Normally they say, why would you even buy this? This is so under-spec. You could get a PC for half the price of this, which is always a huge fucking lie. Because graphic cards alone for the video quality you need are normally the price of the console itself, let alone building the entire rest of the fucking PC. But I love how PC gamers always try and pull that shit.
You could get a PC for half the price!
Like, you could build a PC with these specs for half the price, and it's like, no you couldn't. Don't fucking even lie to people
so
like that.
So my laptop, the little gaming laptop I have over there,
yeah,
that thing cost me a few $100s.
Well, that's because you bought it as a laptop. If you built it yourself
as a PC,
it would have been cheaper. It wouldn't have been much. It would have been $100 cheaper. I know, because I've calculated out building a PC and buying a PC. Normally the difference is like not even $100. It's in between like 80 and $100 cheaper to build it yourself.
But here's the thing with
it's
I didn't have to deal with building it. That's the thing with me.
Yeah, exactly. You're paying the extra to not build it. That's essentially what it is. Most people do that. That's what I did, because I was going to build my own PC, and then I realized I could just buy a fucking PC and switch like 2 parts out of it.
For what you need.
And it would only cost me $20 more. Fuck it, I'm just gonna do that. Like, that makes way more sense. Derek, that's not high enough at all. Come on.
It's not high enough!
But, I always love that. I also love the, this console generation is the last console generation. Those are my favorites. Because it's
PC
never
will
true.
Always take over, Chris.
Yeah. The PC is the best way to play games, therefore, every single game console ever is the last one. Because why would anyone buy a game console over a PC besides the plethora of reasons that everyone ignores, like the fact that it's easy, cheaper, and you don't have to do as much fucking hoop jumping to get games to run on it.
I don't know what you're talking about. The fact that I can play this game with blah 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 blah.
I mean, let's put it this way. It's like, I could, you know, this doesn't apply so much now because backwards compatibility is not so much a thing, but it's like, on the Xbox One, it's like, man, I really want to play Knights of the Old Republic 1. I can just put that shit into an Xbox One and play it, and if I put it into an Xbox One X, I'm playing it in 4K now, where, like, if I wanted to do the same thing with a PC, it's like, alright, let's put in my Knights of the Old Republic 1 into my Windows 10 and hope to fucking Christ it actually runs on Windows 10.
No.
Because who knows if it will.
Doesn't.
And then it doesn't, and then you're like, why doesn't this work? And you go through like 18 forums to find 15 different solutions, and then after trying all of them and wasting 6 hours of your time, you find out none of them work. And then you're just like, well, that was a waste of my fucking existence.
As someone who has the discs for Knights of the Old Republic 1, yeah.
And then all PC gamers are just gonna be like, well, you run on discs, you should just have it all on Steam. And it's like, because sometimes I own the disc to it. Like, sometimes I bought it before Steam was a relevant thing.
Like, I have, Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Yeah.
And you've heard of the franchise, right?
Yeah, of course.
And, why would I want to buy it again if I have it on disc?
Yeah, it's like, I already own it, I'm not paying for it again.
Like, I probably would if I wanted to play multiplayer, or, you know, get the expansion of it, but...
Right. Because I have a lot of PC games, but most of them were from the fucking 90s, which means either they're not even on Steam to begin with, or if they are on Steam, why am I paying for it again? I already own it. I want to just put it in the fucking thing and play the goddamn game. Which is why I have fucking, like, a whole shit ton of computers from different decades just lying around the room, just so I don't have to deal. I treat PCs like consoles. Like, I just have, like, unmodified PCs from proper time period to play games of said time period. Like,
yeah,
because I don't want to deal with jumping through hoops of trying to get a point-and-click adventure game to work on Windows 10 when I can just plug in my Windows 98 fucking PC and just play it. It's like, do I want to spend 6 hours troubleshooting, or do I just want to fucking plug it in and play it? I want to just plug it in and play it. And that's why consoles are never going anywhere. As long as you can just plug that shit in, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I always loved that, because when the PS3 was coming out, they were just like, this is the last game console ever. And then they announced the PS4, and then everyone was just like, this is gonna be the last game console ever. And this time it's for sure, because consoles just run like PCs anyways. And now the PS5 is coming out, and I guarantee they're gonna do it again.
The Xbox Scarlet, too.
And I guarantee you, Derek, I fucking guarantee it, they're gonna be like, well, this is gonna be the last console generation.
And then,
again.
Like, the Switch came out, and you know Nintendo is not going to be making PC games. Why would they?
They make phone games now, though, which is weird.
That's very strange to me.
And they're all, like, super cash grabby like the rest of the industry is, which is hilarious to me, because I remember for so long, people were just like, Nintendo's never gonna be greedy like all these other companies, and now they're doing all the same greedy shit all the other companies do, but everyone's just like, well, it's Nintendo, at least their games are so good. Fuck you. Like,
Chris, I don't know what you're talking about.
You can change the argument,
Chris,
why don't you?
Chris, you know, just buy those DLCs that they keep pumping out instead of releasing the whole game.
Dude, it's just funny to me because they're just like, oh, they're not being cash grabby anymore. They're never gonna do DLC, and then they started doing DLC, and then they're just like, oh, well, they're never gonna do microtransactions, and now they do microtransactions. It's always, they always just move the line whenever Nintendo steps over it. They're always just like, oh, but they're not gonna do this other horrible thing. And then they do that, and then they keep defending them because Nintendo fans are fucking hard people. Like, Nintendo fanboys are like the worst goddamn people to deal with. The only ones that might be worse is Xbox fans, because they're just really mean people. I would know. I used to play with them for fucking, like, 5 or 6 years straight, and they are fucking mean people.
Fucking like running around, isn't this?
This is fun. Yeah. Eric is playing this, and as he's playing it, I feel like he's just slowly realizing, like, I don't like this nearly as much.
Well, once we get away from the tutorial-y bits,
it's the one with the gun blade.
Mm-hmm.
But why? Why would it change?
I think his name was Squeal.
Hey,
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind. Now, let's see that Keyblade.
What? There's no way you're getting this.
Wow!
Then have it your way.
Oh shit! This would be super hype if I actually liked Final Fantasy and hadn't seen this before.
Come on!
I just realized none of the enemies have health bars in this, huh?
Because I don't have scan yet.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
I think if I had picked the easiest version, I'd have it already.
Neat. I mean, you don't really need it, but it is weird. A weird choice. Also, this is against true canon lore. Skull's supposed to be dead according to some theories. And then, like, the fourth game is his just acid death or something.
I don't actually know if that was useful, because I don't remember if I have to die right now.
You know that theory, right?
Yeah, that's all a coma.
That is... No, like, he legit dies. It's not a coma theory. It's that he's legit died, and this is, like, his purgatory nightmare is the final disc or some shit.
Yes, it's because the fourth disc just kind of goes out and, like, what?
Well, the third disc ends with, like, a fucking acid dream, and then it shows his face with a hole in it and blood coming out of it or some shit, and that's, like, the entire goddamn third disc, and you're like, what?
It's something.
Looks like things are worse than we thought.
It's one of those things where I'm like, that's so stupid, and then the more I looked into it, the more I was just like, you know what, they might have a point on this one.
I enjoy it.
It's a little weird.
I enjoyed that game, but at the same time, it was like, it's no 7.
Said by the guy who
Doesn't
is
care
not
for
a huge
7.
fan of 7.
It's a decent game, but it's not 28 million years of hype worth.
Oh yeah, so true. Final Fantasy, I still say 1's the best one. Although I think 6 is really good too. There's really two branches of people. There's people that think 6 is the best, and people that think 7 is the best, and nothing else. That's the whole fan base.
Dude, look at his mini gloves there.
Yeah, there's some. That's just an interesting.
Do you like how there's a
around.
text box of him talking, but you can't actually hear his voice?
Right. It's because he's thinking those words, Derek. Thinking them out loud. Oh no, it's the one who thinks she's the bad guy.
Yep.
Which, I mean, if we played this game first, we might have been also alluded that she might be the bad guy. Up until plot twist.
Excuse me, did the king send you?
Oh, this is super not canon. She's not dead either.
Don't worry, she dies by the end of it.
Alright, cool. Excuse me, can you tell me where the fuck am I?
Wake up.
Kyrie!
You okay?
I guess.
Those creatures that attacked you are after the Keyblade.
I hate it when I have
But
fever
it's your
dreams.
heart they really want. Because you wield the Keyblade.
I'm so glad that you're okay, Kyrie.
The fuck is
Kyrie? Who are you talking about? I'm the great ninja Yuffie.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. That's
I think
Yuffie,
you might
alright.
have overdone it, Squall.
Okay, it might
That's
just be me,
Leon.
but does Yuffie's design
That's
look...
Leon, not Squall. Ugh.
Yeah. We
Is it just me, or does Luffy kind of look weird in this game?
She's
Like,
actually
That's how
from
they were
10.
tracking you.
Like her, like
was
she's
the
kind of
only
got
way
like a
to see her
weird
heart
baby
beat.
face thing going. I'm not
But
so
it won't
sure.
work.
Well, they all age up and actually
Still
look like
hard
the
to
proper
believe that
characters
you,
in the
of
next
all
game.
people, are the chosen
Fair
one.
enough. Whoa! How'd you do that?
I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
Why don't you start making sense? What's going on here?
he just pulls change out of his pocket
Okay.
and drops it on
You
the
know there are
floor.
many other worlds out there besides your castle in this town, right?
Yep.
But they're supposed to be a secret.
Well, you're not a very
Fucking love
good at
Goofy.
it.
Because they've never been connected. Until now.
But they were.
When the Heartless came, everything changed.
When the
When
Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah. Every time.
Told you.
I love how we both knew we were gonna. We both said that.
We were both going for the same joke. It just became who could say it
That's what
faster.
attached them.
And there was
I think we both knew we were going for the same joke too.
Hey, have you heard of someone named Ansem?
Ansem the Wise!
I am Sam.
He was studying the Heartless.
And Sam. Never
He
heard of
recorded
him.
all of his findings.
He doesn't have an X in his name, so he's not the bad guy.
It's
true. It's true
Can we
fact.
see it?
Its pages are scattered everywhere.
Unfortunately, he has an X on his shirt. Therefore, he's being tracked by the bad guy.
Oh my fucking god, like...
Then maybe the king went to find him.
Yes.
I'm literally looking for people that may possibly be being
We
tracked
gotta
in this
find
game
him quick.
that we just didn't know them.
No, everybody will be.
Right now we're good. I haven't seen any X's on anyone yet.
Do you like how he pulled the camera down?
to him. It's nice. It's a good touch.
So, this is the
This
key.
is the key.
Exactly.
The Heartless have great fear of the Keyblade.
Because darkness.
That's why they'll keep coming after you, no matter what.
Well, I didn't ask for this.
The Keyblade chooses
I never asked for
The
this.
Keyblade chooses its wielder, and it chooses
Tough
you.
luck.
Tough
How
luck.
did all this happen? I remember being in my room.
Why did all this
Did
happen?
you
Wait
just...
a minute.
He didn't have a leg a second ago.
My
Did he
island.
not? Oh, I missed
Yep.
that. That's probably because this is the
You know what? I really don't.
Either
HD remake.
either he had a leg, or he had his legs like this. But I didn't see one of the legs.
Well, it might have been cropped out in the original game, and so they didn't render it because it would have been unnecessary resources. So when they pulled the camera out for widescreen, you could see that his leg wasn't there. That happens
So-
in a couple games.
just so you know, we have two types of
Shut up,
save
Squall.
points, right?
Yeah.
We have this type, which is just a save point.
Okay.
And then we have the other one, which heals you.
Oh. Wow. I care so much. No, I'm kidding.
Same.
It's...
On time.
We're going alright. Speaking of him pulling the camera down, though, they, apparently Norman Reedus in the what the fuck is the name of I've already forgotten. Package Delivery Man game?
Dying something something.
Death Stranding,
Death
there we go.
Stranding.
Oh my god, why can't I think of the name of this? I was just talking about it. Yeah, apparently if you stare at his dick for too long in one of the scenes, he'll punch the camera.
I appreciate that.
It's pretty good.
Don't bother with the small fries. Find the leader. Let's go.
Well, if you say so. Oh, here's Dark, breaking orders. You'd be a terrible soldier.
I mean, yeah, we know that.
Yeah, no, I agree, I would be too. It's- Just die already! Hey, do you remember that old fucking song from the internet, the Ultimate Showdown?
Yes.
I
I
was-
was thinking about that a week ago or something.
I was watching like one of those like meme joke compilation videos, and one of them was that song, but they just replaced every single character with Godzilla. So it's just
It's beautiful.
it's like it's so perfect. So anyone being attacked or attacking or doing anything is just Godzilla.
That's actually beautiful.
It is truly a masterpiece.
I think this is the right way I'm supposed to go. Yep. What? Oh no!
Gosh, are these the Heartless guys?
I like that his wand has a magic cat on it.
Yeah.
It's nice. This isn't so much a boss fight as it is just a fight with a bunch of smaller
I
dudes.
think the boss comes out at some point.
What So this is officially the first game, chronologically and storytelling way, that actually gives you characters that are part of your party consistently.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's interesting that it's a mechanic that they went with, and then afterwards were just like, eh.
Yeah, I was kind of upset they removed the feature, because I kind of like it.
It's a neat idea. As long as your AI actually, like, does shit and doesn't do typical
They really
AI
expanded
nonsense.
it in the newest one.
Really?
Yeah, because instead of just having only 2 other people in your party, you have a bunch.
Ah. How much is a bunch? Like 3? Or like
You can have up to like 5 people in your party, I think.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Don't give up!
It's too late, I've already given up. It's been so long since I've smiled.
Throwbacks.
Throwbacks, we got him. We got him. Fuck you, Shoe.
Do you remember that boss we had fought in Birth by Sleep where it was the weird armor suit?
Yeah, the one
It
that was
was
a Power Ranger.
It was a reference to this thing.
Ah, that makes sense. This isn't as much Power Ranger though, because it doesn't have a whole scene of them transforming together. Oh, you wanna know what's the most upsetting thing ever to me though? Okay, so with the whole COPA thing that's gonna like determine what isn't kid content on YouTube.
It's gonna destroy like half of YouTube.
It's
Continue.
well, yes, but we'll see. By the time this goes up, we could look like fools, and nothing could have come of it at all. But like,
which is what I'm hoping.
Which is that's what I'm hoping happens too.
But I don't think so.
No, I don't either. I think it's gonna be pretty bad. And it's not even because I think the government will do things. It's that I don't think people are gonna be willing to take the risk that they might.
So, you were looking for me?
But the thing that bugs me is that any toy review stuff is gonna be marked as kid content, and
which is some of people's kids' favorite thing.
Dude, fucking my favorite goddamn shit to watch on YouTube though is this guy who's from some Asian territory, and he's like, he just collects all the Power Ranger fucking Zords. And does huge videos where he transforms them all together and makes all the Zords from the TV shows based off of the sets for TV shows. Fucking love watching that. And that's gonna be like gone if they like mark it as kid friendly because it's toys.
I hate it.
And I'm like, damn it! I'm like, that shit was cool. He does like fucking full editing. He transforms them like they do in the show. Like, step by step, like the show does it, in order. And it's so sick.
Power Ranger! Do you like the dogs in the back?
Yes.
Did you see it? Because it's, I'm blanking
Oh,
on
yeah.
it.
The lady. Is it the... Yeah, it is the Lady in the Tramp. I was like, is it?
This is the fucking weirdest fucking cutscene.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
No last name.
No, neither of them.
Dude, old school Goofy cartoons are a riot. Because he was supposed to be for adult audiences.
That little
This is fun shit.
found that heartless. Who'd have thought it?
My boy!
She's the power of the Keyblade.
Eh.
The bad man.
Strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a heartless?
Wow, there's a lot of Disney villains
That'll
here.
settle things quick enough.
And the brats friends of a king's lack. Swung on the eyes, they're all Bill's rats by the look of them.
You're no prize yourself.
Boogie boogie!
Shut up!
Enough.
Maleficent being the bad guy.
Will it be he who conquers the darkness?
It's actually not all. I was like, I think all the villains that are in this are the same ones from this. It's not.
Either way,
Slightly
he
less
could
than this
be
one.
The
quite
evil queen
useful.
is in here.
The Evil Queen is.
She is in this game. She's just not one of the people here.
That's fucked up. Also true, though.
Make sure you properly prepare yourself for the journey ahead. Don't know about how far the hurt was to spread? Check out the shop here. And this is from us. 500 money.
Mummy.
Mummy. Spend it as you like. And this is from Leon. Good luck. Hope you find your friends. Blah, 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 blah. The gummy ship is outside that gate.
I just wanted to be
You
like...
can teleport to the gummy from the thing.
I just like it to be like, you better prepare properly for the journey, and it just opens up Oregon Trail ass menu. How much food and
I got
water
the power
do
of
you
fire.
wanna bring?
I can now use fire.
Oh, you should go back to that thing and try and blast it with fire.
I learned dodge roll!
It's about fucking time.
Abilities let you do this. Here's more tutorial stuff. Oh, Jiminy Cricket here! I'm here to destroy reality!
Sounds a lot like Mickey Mouse.
Yep. Okay. That's about it.
Jiminy Cricket here, I'm here to destroy reality.
Well, I think that's about as far as we can get, Chris.
Cool. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.